Even the most passionate lovers of curiosity don't know everything about our world. Why? Simply because it's impossible. Hey, what's up guys? I hope you all are doing good. Today we'll be briefly going through some amazing facts that may have not been explained to you so far. Let's start with the first one, which is about the scary hurricanes. A typical hurricane produces the energy equivalent to half of the whole world's production. A tropical cyclone is a rotating low-pressure weather system that has organized thunderstorms but no fronts. When the maximum sustained winds of a tropical storm reach 74 miles per hour, it's called a hurricane. Hurricane originates in Atlantic Basin, which includes the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Mexico, the Eastern North Pacific Ocean, and less frequently, the Central North Pacific Ocean. Now let's talk about the physics of hurricane. Tropical cyclones exhibit an overturning circulation which air flows at low levels near the surface, rises in the thunderstorm clouds, and outflows at high levels near the tropopause. The three-dimensional wind field in a tropical cyclone can be separated into two components, a primary circulation and a secondary circulation. The primary circulation is the rotational path of the flow. It is purely circular. The secondary circulation is the overturning in, up, out, down path of the flow. It is in the radial and vertical directions. The primary circulation is larger in magnitude, dominating the surface wind field, and is responsible for the majority of the damage a storm causes, while the secondary circulation is slower but possesses the energetics of the storm. Hurricane releases a phenomenal amount of energy. If we start by looking at just the energy generated by the winds, we find that for a typical mature hurricane, we get numbers in the range of 1.5 terawatts or 1.3 into 10 raised to the power 17 joules per day. This is according to the Atlantic Oceanographic and Meteorological Laboratory. How is it done? Simply by calculating the kinetic energy of the winds. Surely you know the formula to find the kinetic energy of an object. Well, if you don't, then here it is. 700 million people are likely to host blood-sucking hookworms worldwide. Similar to tapeworms and roundworms, hookworms are intestinal parasites that live in the digestive system of your dog or cat. The hookworm attaches to the lining of the intestinal wall and feed on your dog's blood. Its eggs are ejected into the digestive tract and pass into the environment through your dog's feces. Some hookworms of dogs can infect humans by penetrating the skin. This is most likely to occur when walking barefoot on the beach, walking in the garden, or other areas where pets may deposit feces. Infection usually results in an itching sensation at the point where the larva enters the skin and visible tracks on the skin. The condition is easily treated but can cause mild to extreme discomfort in the affected person. One species of hookworm that infects dogs is known to develop in the human intestine too, where it may cause disease. There is enough DNA in an average person's body to stretch from the sun to Pluto and back 17 times. The human genome, the genetic code in each human cell, contains 23 DNA molecules, each containing from 500,000 to 2.5 million nucleotide pairs. DNA molecules of the size are 1.7 to 8.7 cm long when uncoiled, or about 5 cm on average. There are about 37 trillion cells in the human body, and if you would uncoil all of the DNA encased in each cell and put them end to end, then these would sum to a total length of 2 × 10 raised to the power 14 meters, or enough for 17 Pluto round trip. Physics behind the fidget spinner. According to San Francisco physicist Paul Doherty, fidget spinners demonstrate the use of ball bearings that reduce friction and allow the toys to rotate for a long time. After all, the ball bearings are the key to the fidget spinners. At the end of each wing of the spinner, bearings of circular channels roll with low friction around the center point of rotation upon exertion of torque. This allows the spinner to revolve freely. Since most spinners feature the center ball bearings, force must be applied to the edge of the device. However, if the spinner features a ball bearing that is not certainly located, the gadget can begin turning with only the flick of the user's wrist. Fidget spinners require a shocking amount of physics to ensure proper gyration. Interestingly, they rotate for an average of 104 seconds without stopping, but can propel for far longer with enough force. This has caused an enormous digital video response, from aiming for the longest spin time to attempting the most ridiculous tricks. Finally, we will talk about solar eclipses. Depending on the geometry of the Sun, Moon and Earth, there can be between 2 and 5 solar eclipses each year. Totality occurs when the Moon completely obscures Sun, so only the solar corona is showing. A total solar eclipse can happen once every 1 to 2 years. This makes them relatively rare events. The longest a total solar eclipse can last is 7.5 minutes. The width of the path of the totality is usually about 160 km across and can sweep across an area of Earth's surface about 10,000 miles long. Almost identical eclipses occur after 18 years and 11 days. This period of 223 synodic months is called a Saros. During a total solar eclipse, conditions in the path of totality can change quickly. Air temperature drop and the immediate area becomes dark. If any planets are in the sky at the time of total solar eclipse, they can be seen as points of light. This is all for today's video. I hope you all have gained some knowledge related to these amazing facts. Till next time, take care.